What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fair Shake Podcast. I'm your host, Felipe Savage, and with me, as always, my incredible lineup of co-hosts. But without further ado, Fats, take it away.
What it do, everyone? It's your boy Fats, aka the Beast. Your boy is in the building as every week. I'm so excited about this episode. For without further ado, I'm gonna pass it to the captain.
What's up? Now, I always wanted to do that. What's up, everybody? It's Chris, aka Killer Ghost. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, and pass it to my boy Keith.
What's up, guys? It's young boy Keith, aka Kev. I couldn't give two fucks less about this. Passing it to Pro.
That's Iron Man because we got a cap, so I'm Iron Man.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode. If you're hearing this during the night, congratulations. If you're hearing this during the morning, great for you. Finna get Mangu, no huevos. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna get there. But now on to the show.
Amazing as always. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, if you do not know, today's podcast is a special one because not only is this the Fair Shake Podcast, but this is the 100 sub special. Wow. Boys and girls, 100 subs. Thank you so much. Thank you to each and every one of you. We hit 100 subs on the YouTube. So jumping right into it, we have 3 topics that we got from the viewers and the listeners of the Fair Shake Podcast, and we want to say thank you to those 3 that submitted these. I don't want to say any specific names because I didn't get into that. But so first topic that they gave us was, have you guys ever had what do you guys feel about paranormal activity, and have you ever had a paranormal encounter? Starting off first with Kev.
Wow. To be honest, the movie was pretty scary. You're talking about the movie, right?
Yes, the movie. And then
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm too afraid of like paranormal activity stuff because I've never experienced any of it. The movie I saw, I couldn't sleep for a week, so you take that with what you will.
Got you.
Yeah, I saw the movie. I was fucking shitting bricks.
It is definitely
for
there.
real. Has it ever happened to me? No, thankfully, because I'd probably lose my mind. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. They'll probably have to put me in a house or some shit. Yeah, but that's really it. I've never experienced it. It's scary. I've never really been afraid of it, but the movie had me shitting bricks. I will have to say that.
Chris, how about you?
Never saw the movie because I'm too scared.
Didn't we go to the movies to watch it?
You lie, and friends don't lie.
You rat bastard.
You sure that wasn't a dream? Because
It was just a dream.
With me.
Nah, it wasn't me. Maybe another best friend, Chris.
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
Whatever
Right in the shit.
whatever the case may be.
There's nobody like you.
Don't use my line.
Nah, I feel like I've had paranormal like experiences. Like, let's say, so when my uncle passed away, like, I swear, like, I was taking a shower and I usually don't have the door open, but I had the free crib, so I didn't give a fuck. So the door was open, whatever.
Cheeks
and
everywhere.
And I swear I had seen like a figure like pass by. And you know how, well, I don't know about you guys, but like my mom, she was like, "Oh, that's your uncle, blah blah. He's always watching you," stuff like that. It's always when
that go. Don't you mean?
Yo,
it's always
but you say it in the shower, and then you Your
I-
mom says that he's always watching you. What?
Not. You know what I mean.
I know, but
Come on, man. It's always. I feel like it's always when somebody passed away. You like
right.
something. You feel like something. I don't know. I believe in it because I've felt shit like that. Like
No, for
you
sure.
feel their presence or stuff, or you like. That's how I feel.
I gotta
Nah,
take
but-
away from that. I gotta
Ah.
take away from that. When you got the free crib, you start doing some dangerous stuff. You
Right.
start
Oh,
doing
100%.
some crazy stuff that you've never done
course.
before.
Everybody leave the house, and the first thing you do is look for the fucking episode of whatever you was watching last on Pornhub, UJ.
Wow, no, that's not what I was talking about.
You
like,
start
where's the
getting
lotion
real
at?
dangerous. You leave the doors unlocked.
You leave the doors unlocked, shit like that. I wasn't
Playing
going
Russian
there.
roulette.
You don't even dry yourself. You just come out free balling and shit, right?
I do that
How-
regular.
How about,
Yeah,
how
in the
about you,
summer,
Fat?
I come out fucking soaked out the shower.
Oh,
Fuck that.
that's crazy. Dry
I don't-
yourself.
I don't change my ways.
How about you, Fat?
I believe heavy in paranormal activity. I've witnessed it multiple times all my life.
Hey, there we go. We got a story.
So like it's always something, you know, especially my family's heavy into that.
Mhm.
We've had, like, I don't really want to get into it because I don't want to jinx myself and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I have family that does the whole witchcraft shit and
Whoa.
shit like that. Yeah, it's heavy like
Voodoo?
that.
I mean, Harry Potter is a thing, so
Voodoo.
I'm fine with that.
What?
No, it's not voodoo.
Longardian Leviosa.
So I'm gonna couple stories real quick. When I was younger, we used to live by Parkchester, and one day I went to the store for my parents, and when I came back, you know, my baby brother was little. He was about maybe 4, 5 years old. When I entered the apartment, I see a little small child figure run into the room.
No way.
And I go into the room, turn on the light, and there's nothing there. Nothing at all. And I go running to my mom. I'm like, Mom, look what happened. This and that. And then she's like, no, Juju's right here. And I see Juju sleeping in his little carriage. And I'm like, yo, that's bugged the fuck out.
That's crazy.
And then when in my mom's house, there's always shit happening there. You know, may God watch us, watch all over us. Yo, from 1 second to another, there'd be fucking So my mom's apartment is 4 bedrooms, right? As soon as you walk in, there's the first bedroom. You know, yes, but to the viewers out there, then when you make a left towards the right is the bathroom. Yeah, bathroom is towards the right. Then it's the kitchen, the living room, and from the living room there's 2 entrances. It's my brother's room, Juju, and then my parents' room. And in my parents' room, there's another room, right? So, you know, growing up, 1 second to another, no windows open, no doors open. That room door used to slam open. Slam shut. Bah! And then creep open 5 minutes later. And then, bah!
Oh, bro, no funny shit. Now that you speak of that shit, bro, I swear to God, I probably heard that shit before.
Yeah, like, if you stayed in my mom's house, you definitely, like, Vanna could tell you that shit all the time. Like, she's witnessed that shit in my house all the time.
Yeah.
And recently, when before I moved out of my mom's house, one day I was home alone and I'm taking a shit, right?
Right.
Open?
And then no, door closed. And yo, I hear my mom's door open from her room, and I hear footsteps walking towards the bathroom.
No way.
Bro, I shit you not.
Nah.
I'm getting chills, dude.
Bro,
That little ass
to
motor
me,
in your bathroom, I'm jumping out that shit.
I didn't wipe my ass. I took my underwears off my fucking legs. I grabbed the plunger real fucking quick, and I opened the door real quick just in case there was a motherfucker there, bro. And nobody was there. Nobody at all.
That's wicked.
Fucking crazy.
That's insane. I thought mines was bad. That's crazy.
God, watch us
That's
over.
that's full on
Watch,
steps.
watch,
I
watch over
mean,
all of us.
when anybody leaves my house and I'm home alone,
Hmm.
I shit with the door wide open. What arms wide open? That's how I am when I take
Oh
a shit.
jeez.
I
Okay.
do that
Uh,
now. Not on my
Fuck
mom's
that.
crib though.
I have a crazy paranormal story. Like crazy. It's not that crazy because that's full on steps. But about the movie Paranormal Activity, I think that it really like it. I didn't so much like get scared, but it did make me aware of stuff like, oh man, I got to pay attention to stuff like this, that happens at night and things you think that, oh man, yeah, it's the wind. It's not all the time. It's not the wind, but my actual story. Um, I remember my wife had slept over at my mom's house, and I'm here in the house by myself, right? And I used to watch another show called Ghost Hunters, right?
Oh yeah.
And in Ghost Hunters, right, if they felt like there was a presence, they start talking like, "Is there somebody in this room?" Right? Like, just touch me if you could do that, right? So I'm there by myself, bro, and I
I would have been
kid
like,
you
touch my
not,
pee pee.
no, yo, guys, the worst. But again, stayed on topic.
Can you give me a hand job?
I kid you not. I had my brother's fish. My brother's fish stay in my house. And the fish tank, I had a fish tank, right? Must have been like 20 gallons, right? And the fish tank started to freaking shake. I kid you not. It's dark. The only thing that's lit in the house, because it's nighttime, it's probably like 2 in the morning. The only thing lit in this house is the fish tank, right? Because the lights for the fish. It starts shaking and water starts spilling out. It's never happened but that day, right?
The fish were having sex. Damn,
No,
leave
no,
them
no, no, no,
alone.
no, no,
Mhm.
no. It was no fish sex. None of that was happening, right? So then at that moment, I started getting goosebumps. I started getting scared. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, yo, if there's somebody in this house, you better do something, touch something, so I know you're here, right? And I say that, and that was the worst idea, right? Because I got myself even more scared, and I'm like, nothing happens, nothing, absolutely nothing happens. The next morning, I leave the loaves of bread, I leave them on top of my fridge, right? One of the loaves of bread were on the floor, bro. Ever since that day,
The ghost was
I
trying to make a sandwich. The fuck?
he was a hungry ass ghost. But yeah, ever since that day,
It
I
was
swear
bruh
to
man
God,
from the fifth
I
floor.
have not been left in my house by myself. Ever since that day, I would not never be in my house by myself. Again, I've been in this apartment for 2 years, and besides that day, nothing's really crazy ever happened. But that day, like I'm talking about, it was a mini tsunami in the fish tank. But that was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Bro, how about you, brother?
The ghost is like, you ain't got
Um,
Wonder Bread.
This the cheap stuff.
Telling you, bro, your ghost was
um,
bruh man from the fifth floor.
Yo, I'm telling you.
I remember when I first saw Paranormal Activity, I was like, wow, like this shit is, I was really into it, because I do like horror films.
Hmm.
I think that a good horror film that could not only give you jump scares but make you think about like the shit that's gonna happen next. I think that's really like important. So when I first saw it, I think I saw it with my wife, and the whole time she's like, "Oh my god, you saw that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm watching the same movie you're watching."
That is
Damn.
literally the word,
But
the line everybody says
I
when they're
remember
right.
when I was on my tricycle, and I was bicycle like riding through the hallway, and I saw this door. I took a peek inside, and then I saw some shit, and when I came out, I saw these two little girls at the end of the hall,
Oh
twins,
no.
and yeah, that's The Shining, guys. Jesus
Yeah, I was about
Christ.
to say that. I was about to say,
But
are you
anyways,
describing The Shining?
This guy never had a
anyways,
tricycle. Come on,
uh,
dead giveaway.
for me, the ghost things and all that shit, like there are things where I'm like, maybe because the mind does play tricks, um, where my whole desk setup, I have a window to my left, And sometimes, like if I'm not paying attention, I'll see a reflection, and I forget that it's me in the reflection. I'm like, oh well, shit, what the fuck, you know? Um, as far as like noises and all that shit, like I'll be the first one to say, like if I hear ghost or whatever or sounds, I'll be on my goosebumps shit, on my fucking Ghostbusters, like I, get the proton blaster and start just
Oh my god! Until something
um.
crazy happens to you,
First off, I'm gonna be honest.
jeez.
I get it with you guys. You guys are into that like whole believing, thing. But like for me, it's like I could care less about it. What
So
the
you don't
fuck am I
believe in
gonna do?
ghosts?
What the
Yeah.
fuck am I gonna do to the ghost? Tell me what I'm gonna do.
Nothing. You're not doing
Clearly,
nothing
I ain't
to the
gonna do
ghost.
shit. I'm gonna have to fucking sit there and get my fucking, whatever they permanent, whatever the
So
fuck that they do, like poltergeist type shit. Fine. But I'll tell you one thing, I ain't gonna go without fighting. Like the moment they start like, jumping in fucking sofas and shit and throwing, I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers to clean up. The fuck I'm gonna be
I'm
at.
just gonna.
You guys
I'm.
wanna
but
slam cabinets and shit. You pay rent in my fucking house?
it's a
You understand?
question.
I walk around with the fucking vacuum on trying to suck this motherfucker up because ain't no way you're gonna be making fucking click clacking and fucking walking here and walking there and telling me, ooh, fuck that.
Come on, that's a
So
stereotype.
you're
Ghosts don't say boo.
you look so sometimes
Everybody
you look
knows
to your
that.
left and you scare yourself with your reflection.
Huh?
He's a cat.
Yeah,
He's a cat.
literally.
You're
I,
like, oh
that
shit.
that's more believe like that's something where I'm like, oh shit, you understand?
Man,
Wait,
like,
There are moments where I do see like shadows, but again, I think that's my fucking mind playing tricks on me and shit.
no.
nah, I
And
feel
I
you.
got kids, but there's this one time, I'm not gonna lie. My second or third son, I don't know which one of these motherfuckers, right? Did some like Metal Gear crawling type shit. It was like middle of the night. I don't know what the fuck they did, right? I was here doing a paper for school for college or whatever. I'm like click 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 click, and I'm the type of person that I always do my best work right in the final hour. That's because you know you're more prone to like, damn, this gotta be at its best. So that's how I work, right?
I'm
Yeah.
also a procrastinator.
So I remember I'm finishing up the paper. I look at it. I read it over like two three times. I'm like, this is great, and I felt like a presence to my right? And I'm like, nah, it's nothing. But again, I'm still thinking. When I look over to my fucking right, my son, again, I don't know which one, motherfucker's just staring at me, and he's like, "Daddy, I'm thirsty." I'm like, "Motherfucker, go get some water." You walking up to me thinking you fucking, I'm about to be in an episode of a movie of Saw and shit, you know? Me personally, when it comes to ghost, fine, whatever. If it's a thing that you guys believe in, great. Witchcraft, okay. But like I mentioned before, you want to walk around my house banging shit, fucking going inside of stuff, motherfucker. You don't pay rent here.
So
You
you
want to
don't
pay
you
rent? I'll give you a fucking side on the sofa, and you start giving me money.
don't believe in ghosts? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't believe in ghosts.
Oh, okay. But you believe in
I
aliens?
don't believe in a lot of things,
So do you
but
believe in
that's just me.
aliens though?
But do you
I
believe in
believe in
aliens?
aliens, motherfucker. Aliens, I believe in.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Aliens are
Are
probably less
those are
likely than
aliens?
ghosts.
They're not
All right,
considered
hold up.
paranormal, right?
Just think.
No.
Let's just say that they're not paranormal, right? You just said that aliens are less likely to be a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
100%.
fucking universe is infinite,
Nah,
okay?
aliens are way more
With the
likely.
amount
No.
of galaxies that we have,
We've been
clusters and all that shit.
on this earth how many years and we haven't seen
Didn't they already confirm aliens? Like there's species,
All
not
right,
species, but
so
like
species, but no, I'm
okay, look,
talking about
all
a
right,
microorganisms
guy
or other.
all right,
coming
so
walking straight to you. Hey, take me
And
to
you know
your
those
leader.
ghost shows
No,
are fake,
okay,
right?
so
no,
hold
no,
up.
they're
Okay.
not. You're
So
bugging,
There's a
bro.
couple.
You're bugging,
you're
Chris.
saying that
Watch your
aliens, right,
mouth.
are not real, right? That they couldn't be right. So let's say we as just us, right? Let's say we go
Mm-hmm.
to a part of the world that's unfucking touched to anything, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And we meet a tribe that, is beyond like they're like so far back in civilization, like
Mm-hmm.
even their science or whatever
Right.
that is like at its core,
Oh,
Neanderthal.
Omar?
Technically, technically, wouldn't we be aliens to them? You understand? We don't have to show our presence either.
No,
You
no.
understand? So I'm just saying,
I
it's
go
a
over there. I'm
possibility.
gonna look
It's a possibility that
to them. Come
when
on.
we're
No.
walking around, they could be fucking I don't know, in the clouds and some fucking stuff, UFO
So
thing
you
that they ain't be able to
believe
see us.
you
That we won't be able
believe
to see them.
that there's a possibility there's aliens in the cloud, but you can't believe that there is a spirit haunting your house. You can't believe it.
All right. First off, if it's like an alien that could be like fucking camouflage and shit, right? And I could physically feel the motherfucker, it's going. I'm swinging. You understand? But what the fuck am I gonna do to a ghost? You understand?
I mean,
Nah, I
there's a
feel what
lot
you're
of things
saying.
you can do. You know, a little
Yeah, you.
salt.
Yeah,
Little
you could
salt.
give him a fucking loaf of bread that
Right?
he don't even like.
Give him a loaf of bread and don't wipe your ass. You know?
Dude, 100%.
Don't
And
forget to
talk
grab
to
the
him,
plunger.
hey, is
The
somebody
the
here?
plunger was gonna do damage. I'm
If somebody's here, please leave me alone.
dude,
Look,
I was shaking, dude. I was shaking. Like
my man looked at the fish tank and was like, "Oh my God, there's a tsunami happening."
I'm telling you, bro. And it hasn't happened since. So I'm telling you, there was
Have you
definitely
bought
There's
that bread? Have you bought that bread since? Maybe it's that.
maybe it was the bread was haunted. Imagine.
Nah,
It
it's
was
that
haunted. It was
you
haunted by
bought
the
the right
bodega cat.
bread.
That
the
is
bodega cat.
that is true because I went
bodega
to
Hold
cat.
up.
potato
Now,
bread and it hasn't happened.
let's talk about bodegas. Bodegas are so fucking underrated, man.
What?
It's the best
Bodegas
thing in the
are
world, bro.
they're fine. They're
It's the
fine.
best thing in the
Nah,
world.
they
No,
are
no,
the
no, no, no,
they
no,
are
no.
Bodegas are fire,
Let me
they
let
bro.
me tell
are
you
the
something. Let me tell you
They're
something. I
fine.
was in Florida for
There's no bodegas there.
yeah, bro. It's tough, bro. It's rough with no bodegas, bro. You have to like go
Mhm.
to fucking Walmart or Target or
bodegas are
yeah.
the
How you think this
cornerstone
guy's
of a
gonna get his
neighborhood.
lays with no bodegas?
Mhm.
Exactly, bro. How many bro, stop.
The bacon egg or the
I
bacon egg and
almost agreed with
cheese.
you.
Oh man. Oh
Not for nothing, but the bodegas be having cash there too. Like you walk in, you're like, oh,
Of course.
let me get a soda, bag of chips, a sandwich, and then you see a cat, and you're like, oh, this motherfucker's a whore, fucking all these stray cat bitches out there, you know.
If they
And then you
if
see the one that's pregnant that comes in, and you're like, damn,
oh
bitch,
that's
if
nasty.
your
you're
if
gonna
your
go through some
bodega don't
shit,
got a cat, it's a whack bodega.
100%.
No, dude.
Yeah,
No.
give that bodega a fair shake if it got a cat in there.
Yep.
Dude, I once
Yeah,
seen
that's a fact, bro.
a dog in a bodega when I was
Nah, now
when
they're
I
trying too
when I
hard.
was
They're
in
trying too hard.
Brooklyn, bro.
That's
When I
yeah,
Oh,
lived
they're
in
trying
that's
to. Oh, it's Brooklyn. That's
look.
why
when I
they
lived in
weird. They're a bunch of weirdos over there.
I lived in Brooklyn for like 2 months, and dude had a whole pit bull in front of his. He's my
Oh
guard dog.
no.
Like, nah, come on, chill out. You're doing too much.
Bodegas are fire.
Topic number 2 on the 100 sub special podcast
Brooklyn's always doing some
is
weird shit.
what game are you what game are you excited for this upcoming year?
Ooh.
What? So anybody take the floor? Just
I'll take it. I'll go
yeah.
first. I'm pretty sure everybody agree with me, but The Last of Us 2,
Ooh,
Yes.
I am slowly anticipating the release of game.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. I don't have a PlayStation, but when the Last of Us 2 comes out, I'm gonna find a way to play that game.
mm.
Just come to my crib.
If that means I have to buy a PlayStation, I'm gonna fucking buy one.
Just to play.
I'm gonna
I will only
patiently
play that
wait
game.
for the PS5 Definitive Edition because it's gonna be slit.
Believe that.
True.
I don't know.
True. But
I wouldn't buy a whole system for one game though. Yeah.
Let's see
Okay.
yours,
I
Lee.
would.
Oh,
I
mine's is the one I've been speaking about. Well, not on the podcast, but to you guys in person or whenever we do get time to chop it up. Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is literally
Hey.
the game that I thought we should be playing it right now, but Pro has and
All
Pro and
good
Chris
things
have
come to those who wait.
opened my eyes to the fact that they pushed it back and it's gonna be better because of it.
It can only get better because of it. Yeah.
So I
that
understand.
could
I
go
understand
different
now
ways.
that maybe I don't have to just jump at any game and thing. And I'm really hoping that this game comes out. And when it comes out, because it is gonna come out. When it comes out, I just hope that it was so worth the wait because every E3 they hyped me so much, and then my boy Keanu's gonna be in it. Oh my god, dude! Cyberpunk, where are
But
you?
you know
I
what's
am
fire
hyped
about
for it so
what I
much.
like about the cyberpunk thing? I think I mentioned
Hmm.
this before. They're gonna have like a tremendous amount of side quests, you
Hmm.
understand, and a tremendous amount of main quest things to do. That I hope that when I'm in the world of cyberpunk, whatever that world is,
Hmm.
um, those side quests fill in like stories of what the world is. Because sometimes you play these games, right, where they add these like stupid ass side quests. Like I
They
hate
Hmm.
fetch quests.
they'll
You
definitely
understand?
do shit like that because for Witcher 3 they did stuff like that. Like
And I enjoy things like that where the world around it comes to life. So that's
yeah.
one thing I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
from that game.
Cyberpunk is literally top of my
What
list.
what about go ahead, Pro? What's your game?
I have a few, if you guys don't mind.
I
I
don't care.
mean,
Shoot.
it
All
says a
right, all right.
game,
So,
but
I got nothing but time.
okay, great. So one of them is Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I've
Yes.
been waiting for that.
every podcast.
I'm always
Yes.
gonna say it. My favorite game of all time. Second to that game is Last of Us One.
Oh.
Um, but anyways, Final Fantasy, I can't wait for it. I love that they cater to the new generation, the old generation. I'm fine that the game is episodic. I'm okay with playing it in chunks
Hmm.
because I like to dive into Final Fantasy games. One thing about me is I love to mix materials and summonings and all that shit and doing my own builds. That's one of them. The second game I'm looking forward to is Resident Evil 3, the remake,
Mm-hmm.
because
Uh-huh.
2 was so good. You understand? 2, that game was like, I wish that more companies that have like those old games, like for example, I would love to see that done to like Metal Gear Solid, not the one that they
Yes.
did for the GameCube, which was Twin
For the
Snakes.
PlayStation.
You understand? But you know, them actually like do something like that. I know Kojima is no longer part of Konami, so seeing him not be a part of that could, probably tarnish the game. Um, Another game I'm looking forward to is Bleeding Edge. I love games where there's classes and you play as a team to get the
Hmm.
objective done or whatnot. That's one game that I've been like looking forward to, and then possibly another game that just like yourself is Cyberpunk is those games. I've been looking forward to those games the most.
Did you hear
Um.
Nemesis might be able well not might be that he could go into some of the save
Oh
rooms?
yeah, that he could break into the save room, and that's what I
Yeah.
like in the sense.
It's
Um,
gonna be fucking terrible.
when a game
Fuck.
takes you out of your element, you
There's
understand.
some he can't though, they said.
That's fine. But if a game could take you out of your element, you understand, and really make you feel like, oh man, this is a life or death situation, excuse me, within the game, I think that's really good. You understand? Because there are games where like they kind of like hold your hand the whole way and just like, okay, I'm not really scared. I'm not really this. I'm not really that.
Mm.
I remember playing the Resident Evil 2 remake. There was a part in the game that's not in the original game where like there's like a room like infested with like lickers, and there's like maybe 4 or 5 of them, and I was stressed out of my fucking mind
Yeah.
because I barely had ammo, I barely had anything, and I'm like, damn, like this game is putting me through it right now. You understand?
That's funny because you got to see the speed run I saw. The guy just walks through all of them.
So I wish. But I
Like he
think
walks
that's
past all of
but
them.
when I first but that's the thing, look. A lot of the speedrunners they already used to. They already know how to like thing it. You understand?
Yeah.
When I first did that part, I was like stressed out of my fucking mind. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you know. So yeah, I think those games, and then Last of Us. In short, I'm not gonna purchase any other games for the remainder of the year until the next gen comes out because I want the best version of that game. And I get it. I do believe that what Microsoft is saying, like once you get the game here, you could upscale it for whatever the game is to give you the best version of that game. But companies always do the definitive edition with like the DLCs and blah blah
Hmm.
blah 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 blah. So that's where I stand with that.
Keith?
I would have to say obviously The Last of Us 2. Last of Us One was probably the best story game that I've ever played. Even if I have to buy a whole console for it, I'm gonna get it. Um, uh, I would have to. This is gonna be a weird one for y'all. Um, I would have to say Elden Ring. I haven't heard anything of it.
Oh yeah.
I love From Software games. The replayability of them. I just started recently playing Dark Souls 3 again. But I just love what they bring to the table, the amount of detail that they add to the game, the replayability. Um, uh, that's what I just want. I honestly want to see more from it though. They haven't said anything about it.
I got a couple also.
Go ahead.
I have a weird one for you guys too. I don't know if anybody else with it, but Animal Crossing, that's one because I
Oh yeah,
always
that's gonna be
I,
soon. That's this month, no?
yeah, I always
Trash.
like games like that, like life simulators. I guess you could say they
Mm.
are.
So you play The Sims?
Oh, I used to. I used to like The Sims. But that's one. Obviously, like everybody else said, Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy, Cyberpunk, and also I'm a big baseball guy, so MLB The Show, which also
Mm.
comes out this month.
Next
I'm
week.
looking
Hmm. And
forward
in
to
a
it.
few years, I think 2021 or
Yeah, next
22.
year.
No, I'm just saying like 2021 or 22. They're talking about it might be able
Yeah,
to finally
they're
come to
gonna be
Microsoft,
on. They're gonna be on every system next
which
year.
is great.
Well
They
Yeah,
should
done.
they should put on the
this one,
VR. Truth be told.
this one I like because they bring
That would
him
be
back.
fire.
You
They're
know, it's
doing
funny. I'm sorry. You had mentioned the thing about Animal Crossing, and I remember this one time. Um, I'm playing the one on the GameCube. I was addicted to it, right? And my mom comes into the room and she's like, "Oh, clean this room." And she sees me playing it, and she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing Life," and she goes, "Motherfucker, you living it?" And I'm like, "Damn, shit," you know? Like, you
I,
ever have a dream about working, right? And you're like, "Fuck, I just worked. Like, why am I working in my fucking dream?" The worst.
All the
I don't
time.
have no dreams,
I
man.
actually like that game a lot too because I don't know if in the GameCube one you remember you can have like multiple people, like
Yeah,
multiple save files, I guess you could say.
yeah.
I know I remember me, my brother, and even my mom, she don't play games like that and she was playing that shit. So that's how you know like it was like on all the time in my house. And but yeah, the MLB I like it cuz I'm hyped for it cuz they're going to have online franchise which is basically like let's say you know how you do a fantasy league.
Yeah.
We could do that in the game. Like you'll pick your team, you pick your players, and we could play online with each other a whole season.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, so that's why I'm hyped for that.
So, adding on to this question, right? Um, are there any like DLCs coming out for a game that you have now
What
already?
was the game that Fats wanted
Last of
to
Us
play?
2.
The Last of Us
Oh,
Two.
Last of Us 2. Okay. No,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm just saying. My bad. I'm just asking.
DL,
Oh no, you gotta be
DLC.
any DLCs anybody's waiting for because I know
Oh,
me
hell
Pokemon.
yeah. Fucking Pokemon, bro.
Pokemon,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Pokemon.
My son
We
Gotta
Urshifu,
get the
bro.
always
game.
Oh my
10,
god.
bro. I
we
can't
always
wait
for
for
that.
Pokemon. I cannot wait. At first, it was the Division's new
This is
Warlord,
yeah, yeah.
Warlords of New York. Because again, Division's going back to New York City
New York
after
City,
being in
baby.
DC, and that's always good because it's a new part of New York City that wasn't shown in the first Division. So that I
But
was hyped for, but
you bring
I
hold up real quick
seen all
because
the
you bring up
bugs.
a point that I wanted to touch about. Why
Mhm.
I kind of didn't like the Division 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And okay, it was in a different places in Washington, fine, okay. We're in the summer season, right?
Hmm.
But I think that they could have benefited from the first game, right? If they would have changed the season within New York City. Because I feel like New York City is more robust with like, different, architect and the buildings and stuff. And I just felt not only because we're from New York City, but I
Hmm.
felt like it was more I think it was more dynamic. You understand?
I
Hmm.
feel like they did a good job representing New York City. To be honest with you, I had no problems
Hmm.
with the game.
And I think that I wished that it was a continuation of being in New York City still, because
Yeah, that
if
I
we're
do.
going back to New York
Uh-huh.
City, they know they fucked up.
They
'Cause
should
Yeah,
never
yeah,
should
that's
have
yeah.
never
where
left in the first place.
What
Personally,
they
yeah,
what they should
yeah,
have done
you're
is
right.
they should have allowed you to go to different boroughs.
Exactly. I felt like New York was such a good start for Division One that even if you want to go Division Two, you can go like the Bronx and Brooklyn. It's strictly Manhattan. Like
Rikers Island.
it's strictly Manhattan, and that way I really didn't like, but um I was hyped for the Warlords thing, and then I heard it was really buggy, super buggy.
I mean, but that's a lot of that's one thing that annoys me about companies
Mhm.
is that they rush out these DLCs because
Yep.
they got to make the quarterly or whatever,
Mhm.
or the company is breaking their balls like you got to push this out, you got to push this out for us to make money,
Mhm.
and they drop it, the
The
shit is
product
buggy.
suffers.
Exactly, and then you wait for a patch to fix one thing, but it hinders like two more things.
Yep.
So
It's the cycle that we all hate. Is the
Yeah.
patch cycle. They fix 10 things,
Mhm.
break 2. Fix
Yep.
11 things, break 9. It always happens, and it happens on a lot of games nowadays because, like, back then, I don't remember patches happening all the time. Like, I played Modern Warfare. Maybe there was a OP gun.
Nah, I think you're
Uh, when do you back then? Do you remember games getting patched as they do now? I don't. I don't
not
remember.
probably not as frequently, no. But
But
I
rarely,
remember updates on the PlayStation used to
rarely.
take like 4.5 days.
Oh
yeah, for no
nah,
reason,
I've
impulsive
never been a
times.
PlayStation.
I got some DLCs.
What? Yeah,
Obviously, like the Pokemon one, like you guys said,
for
and
sure.
being that
Oh,
they're so close to each other is gonna be. I think that's a good thing. Like we're already in March. It's gonna fly by to June. So um,
Isn't Pokemon Mystery Dungeon coming out soon too? I heard it's
I
pretty
think it
ass.
came out already. I
Oh,
think it
they
came
came
out
out already.
today,
Oh, okay.
possibly. Um, I want I heard there was gonna be some. I don't know if you. I know Pro doesn't like it, but the Kakarot game. I heard there's gonna be some DLC for that. It's gonna be like after the Boo saga, like Beerus and stuff. I heard that Beerus and Whis are in the game. That they might be DLC.
Bueno.
And Fire Emblem. There's some DLC for that. Is Three Houses the main game,
hmm
but they introduced like a fourth house. That's like a
Fire Emblem, Four
yeah.
Houses.
It's like you're in this basically you're in this school slash church in this
uh,
game, and the fourth house is like some underground people that you didn't even know existed and shit. That's
what?
the DLC. Yeah.
That's nice.
So it sounds cool. Yeah. I
That
want to
sounds
try that
fire.
shit out.
Another notable one for me would probably be like Smash DLC.
Yeah,
I
Oh
like
yeah.
the hype
Yeah.
that it generates, even though if I don't play the character, you know.
Yeah.
I like to see the people get salty on Twitter and stuff like, "Oh my god, why? Or why this person didn't make it."
Oh, for the
So,
memes.
mm.
mm-hmm.
If everybody's done, I got a question regarding
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
What's instead of a game that you're hyped for, what's a game that that's coming out that you're like not hyped for at all?
The
Like
next Call of Duty, 100%,
really?
100%. It. I feel like
Oh,
this
for me,
one,
it would be Halo. I
this
think that game is.
this one was good um in so many ways that I feel like that one you heard about that the studio was told to stop and they put a whole new studio onto the next Call of Duty. So that didn't just that red flags all over. Once you tell me that the studio that's been working on the game for like 2 years has to stop and you're gonna put a new studio in that's a rush product, 100%, 1000%. So I'm really not hyped for it at all.
Anybody else?
I feel like to what Leaps have to say. I feel like with the product that they gave us with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I feel like it only sets the bar higher for the other one.
That too. Yep, that too. It definitely does because this one is okay. Like there's a lot of things I dislike about it, but as a whole game, it is a good. There's things I
Yeah,
dislike about a lot of games, but
yeah.
this one has set the tone.
I feel like this Call
Yeah.
of Duty could go down as one of the top.
At the end of the cycle, yeah, I think at the end of the cycle, right now it's still in some hot water, because everybody's waiting for that highly anticipated battle royale. Which who knows if by the time you guys are listening to this that it has released. But yeah, Call of Duty right now. The next one for me, I'm not only am I gonna say I'm not hyped for it, I'm predicting a total flop. Total flop.
Even if it's Treyarch, because it's supposed to be Treyarch.
Call of Duty is never gonna flop.
It flop not in numbers because they're gonna sell, but the game overall won't.
It's gonna be Treyarch.
It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good.
I have high hopes for Treyarch. They haven't put out bad product yet. You know, they just came off of Black Ops 4.
At what point is well that's another topic for another day. But I was gonna say the next topic is
wait, I didn't say mine.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And Fat, you didn't have one?
I had a couple.
Animal for me, nah, I'm gonna go real quick. Animal Crossing for me, I don't play those types of games, and I don't know if I want to play Mystery Dungeon yet.
I feel
don't play it. And Halo Infinite, I just playing another Halo game, another Gears game. Them shits are gonna be fucking doo doo. I don't know. That's where I stand with that.
The Beast.
I'm excited for one DLC, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I can't wait for that shit to come out. You know, I'm starting to get back into
definitely
physical.
100%.
A DLC I'm not. Or a game that's coming out. Not excited. Is probably the show. I mean, I love baseball and I love softball and I love playing games, but I just feel sometimes
the show just doesn't stack up.
No, it don't give me that excitement.
I think they're waiting for the next one, to really change shit up.
Put that shit on VR. Let me feel like I'm in the game.
I heard there's a. Pop told me that there's a VR home run thing.
Really?
Yeah, you should. You should check on the store. Yeah, he was telling me about it. But my game.
I just took out the VR to start playing with it.
Yeah, he told me there's a home run thing, so I would check. But my game is nobody brought it up. That Avengers game that's coming out. That shit looks horrible, bro. I'm not gonna touch that shit with a 10-foot pole.
No funny shit. I've never been into superhero games.
That shit's gonna drop on fucking Xbox Game Pass.
At least Spider-Man was good. It looked good. Yeah. This shit looks terrible, and I'm not. I'm like, and they freaking. I think this is the second delay.
Dude.
Come on, because didn't they do a rework on Thor?
I know that it was supposed to come out. I think it was supposed to come out this January or February. Then they delayed it to May. Then they delayed it again.
They need to delay it. They need to delay it until Infamy.
And definitely, right?
Yeah. That game just looked terrible. Yeah, and then at that, why did they think they're gonna pull it off without the actual characters that we know and love?
And they don't look
because you can't.
Why? Because you need a lot. You need a lot of licensing. They need to pay a lot of money, a shit ton of money.
I would pay that to get the right people playing the right parts.
They got all that licensing though.
Not to use their faces.
Oh, nah, of course, but it's weird. Iron Man looks like Thor in this shit. Thor looks like Cap. I'm like, wait. It's weird.
Yeah.
To me, I just can't get on board. Yeah, so that's definitely another one that I'm not.
Yeah, for real.
Anybody got anyone else? Anything else?
Nah, not for me.
Oh, so next topic brought to you again by a viewer of the Fair Shake podcast. What makes a movie a great movie? Me personally. I have not so much to say about this, but it's pretty simple. If you are a comedy movie, what makes you a great comedy movie? You make me laugh. If you can do what you say you do. If you're a thriller, I want to be on the ride of my life. If you're a horror, you better scare me. Because at that point, to me, you become a great movie. When you can literally take the genre you're in and present that in every way, shape, or form. I remember I was again. I'm kind of afraid of clowns, not really, but I watched the remake of the first one, and to other
Yeah.
people, it's not scary, right? But me, I got so scared that I literally fell asleep, and I wasn't
What?
bored. I wasn't
What?
bored.
Yo,
wasn't
I
bored,
knew you was narcoleptic, bro.
bro.
Did you
I wasn't.
fucking die while watching the
No,
movie?
no, 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 no. I didn't die.
sleepy.
The
I
Is
fell
he
fuck?
asleep
sleeping?
Homie
because
went,
I was so scared. 100%. 100%.
Sleepy.
I
Are
was
you
so scared.
sleepy? Are
I
you
was
tired?
I was so scared that I was just like, yo, I gotta pull it out because I'm with wifey, so I'm like, I gotta pull it off that I'm not scared. I'm gonna fall
That's,
asleep. Yeah. And then when she waking me up and she's like, yo, this part just happened. I'm like, oh man, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. She's like,
that's his emergency.
I know you scared. She's like,
I
I know
mean,
you scared.
you
You
The
know
picked
how
the jutsu, bro. I'm telling you,
the
he does
two
the
out of the
hand
three that you
sign and he
picked.
goes to sleep.
the infinite sleepy leape.
you know
The
how
two out of the three that you picked, real quick. Comedy. What has to be good with comedy is that the punchlines have to like hit and land and be natural. You understand? And horror is like we're so desensitized by the way horror films are made now that they're kind of ass. So
Nah, not me. Jump scares, they scare me. I jump like 100%. I hate horror movies that actually scare me because that's a great movie. Like,
watch the Chucky movie, the new shit, and you'll be fucking in tears, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Which one?
The movie that you was
The
talking
the
about,
recent
Leaps.
one with
uh-huh.
the phone.
The movie that you was talking about, the It remake, bro. I found it actually hilarious. To be honest with you, that
Bro,
kid that was drinking,
yeah,
that
the
there was
kid
It
that
was
maybe
fun. It was
there was
was
funny.
maybe one
heck
creepy part. It
scary,
wasn't
bro.
scary, but it was
When
creepy.
he
I
yeah,
was like,
it was
yo,
it was funny.
when my boy put his arm in the, I'm like, yo, I know this little boy don't see a sound in that, and he finna put his hand in there. How? Yo, I was like, come on, bro. That joint was dumb, scary. I don't know how. Yo, that movie was scary. Scary as
Bro,
yo.
that little kid that was cursing, bro, had me rolling the whole time,
Yeah.
bro.
Had me
We're talking about
dying.
it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
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 I haven't seen part two yet.
it's the
The
remake, the first
the
one.
the first part and I think the best part in the first one was the garage scene when he comes out of
Oh,
the
Yeah,
Rio.
yeah,
I think
Yeah,
that
dude,
was the best part in the whole film.
that
yeah.
yeah.
I'm getting scared just talking
But
about it,
other than
man.
that, that's another person. Like, think about it. Paranormal, what we was talking about. You know how he fucking dies? You just don't gotta like. You gotta be like, oh, you don't scare me. And he's like, oh my god, I don't scare you. I'm melting, or whatever it is that he fucking does. You understand? Because he yells out fear at the end of some shit. Me, I'd be like, my man, you don't fucking scare me. I'm about to take fucking, I don't know, a
Bro, I'm
slingshot
letting
with
you know
pebbles
right
and start
now.
pegging you in the face. Bing, bing,
If
bing.
you see it in front of you, you will be scared. I
Nah,
don't
fuck
care
that.
what. Yo, this guy pro.
Bro, hold up. Them little kids was fucking. Let me ask you something.
Them little
I'm a
kids, they
fucking, I'm a fucking,
persevered.
I'm a fucking clown, right? With all these mythical ass fucking powers, and I just got jumped by fucking five little fucking kids,
Listen,
right?
that
I'm first off,
And
overcame.
one that
first off,
stutters.
eh, first off, I'm gonna fucking chew off one of these motherfuckers' heads, rip off another fucking kid's legs, take one, lift them in the air with my telepathic powers, split them in fucking half. You understand? You want to be scared? I'm gonna show you scared, but you ain't beating my ass.
You,
All right?
The older It movie was scary.
Yeah, because I was
no,
younger. I was shitting bricks then.
Yeah, I was shitting bricks back then,
that,
bro. That movie is
it is a scary movie. But yes, that is what makes a movie a great movie to me. But guys, I want to know what makes a great movie to you. Chris, take it
Uh,
away.
for me, it's like, for example, like Parasite. That was a movie. Like it says it's whatever, how long, 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, about two and
It
a half,
feels
two and less.
if it doesn't feel like it. Like a movie that just like goes like you was like, wait,
Smooth.
that's it? It's over. Like it felt like not even an hour. It's because it's so good. You're like so into it. And that's a good movie to me. Like it goes real quick and you're so into it. And also one that you could talk about with everybody, like that everybody's seen and everybody agrees that it's good. Like, like all the Marvel movies, we all gotta go see it to talk about it. If you ain't see it, You getting
I
spoiled.
will I will say an unpopular opinion. I prefer Infinity War over Endgame. I feel like the stakes were much bigger. The stakes were much more. You understand? I get it. Endgame was the finale. Blah blah blah. Thanos lost. Whatever. Hurrah! But I felt like the stakes in the first film was so much better that I prefer Infinity War over Endgame.
Okay, I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay. I don't think anybody's gonna rebuttal that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's
Like
the
And
yeah,
yeah,
same.
a
That's
good
the same
a
thing
good
I feel.
movie, a good movie to me is something that flies by, something you could talk about for everybody, something you don't want to get spoiled. Like it's out Friday, I gotta see it that weekend because I'm
Right.
not trying to get spoiled by anybody. That's what I feel is makes a good movie.
How about you, Fat? What makes a movie great to you?
Um, it would have to be a good story. Like Chris was saying, you have to be into no matter what genre.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the start of it, and like depending on the category, if you're gonna have a good storyline and be an action movie and have no action, um, then it's gonna drag. So if you're gonna have you have to have a great story with a great amount of action in the action film. Same thing with the like Pro say, you got to hit the punchlines. You also have to have funny actors in the comedy
Mm.
because I've seen a lot of comedies where actors are not funny, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And you know, this is a great storyline. A great amount of what you're pushing for. You know, if it's a drama, if you want to make a person cry, you gotta give them that the action to make them
Mm.
cry. You gotta give them the reason. You just got you have to make the viewer feel like, wow, that shit was fucking great. Like I can possibly see this movie again. That's another aspect. Like
Mm.
if you can want to
If you
see
could watch it
the movie
twice,
again, then that's what makes a great movie.
for sure. That's how I want to add that too. If you could see a movie twice, it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
But there's one movie that I really like and I've probably seen a million times and don't ask me why is World War Z with Brad Pitt.
Oh, that was a
I
good
could
movie.
keep watching that fucking movie over and over. And I mean, it's not like the best film of all time, but for some reason, I watch and I get mesmerized.
That's the
Mhm.
same. That movie to you is my I Am Legend. I could see that a million times, bro.
That's like my bench warmers.
Yo,
yeah.
All right, so could I weigh in on this now?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Everybody went with theirs, right?
I didn't,
Yeah.
but I pretty
Let
I didn't, but everything
let
was
Kev
said.
go. Let Kev go.
No, no,
Go
everything
ahead,
was.
Kev.
I just have to agree with everybody. Everything was already said, basically.
Okay, so a good movie would have to be something like Goodfellas, right?
Mhm.
Goodfellas had a lot of stuff going on with it. It had great actors. It had good moments. One of the best scenes in that film was the dinner scene where Joe Pesci goes off on Ray Liotta
Yeah,
in the sand, and he's like, "Oh, what do you think? I'm funny? I'm funny to you?"
Mhm.
yeah,
Um,
that was a good scene.
Another like masterful like director that I love to watch all his films anytime like I get a chance, anytime he says has something coming out is Quentin Tarantino. I love Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. I think those films were really good, well made.
So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Not yet. I have that on the back burner because I want to sit down to actually watch that. What I do is the first time I typically watch the movie, I just watch it, and then the second time I watch a film, I analyze it, and that's just me. Um, Two
Mm.
thrillers that I absolutely loved had to have been Get Out with this guy. What was his name?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele. He directed that film. That film was like really good.
It was.
You know, it's great story, great acting, and it was something different. You understand? A lot of times we see a lot of these movies that do kind of the same every few years. You understand? Like, why the fuck are we on Terminator 65? or I know
Damn.
Fast.
Why you gotta get?
I
Why
know
you
you
gotta get on
love.
my Terminator?
I know you love Fast and the Furious, and I know
um,
Leaps likes Transformers. But I got two things to say about this. Right, I seen the trailer to Fast and the Furious. Once I saw Homie fucking Tarzan swing with a
uh,
bridge in a car to another fucking island, I was like, there is no way shit like that is fucking possible. And I get it. It's a
bro,
film.
he
You're
went
supposed to
from
be,
building to building in the other one, bro.
bro.
If you
And
ain't first, you're
I
last.
understand
He
those
jumped
films
out
are
of a
supposed to be
plane.
that way. You understand? That's supposed to be like, oh man, like this is over the top type of shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's
But come
possible.
on,
It's
every time
possible.
homie shows up, you understand? We got to race for the family. We got to race for this. We got to race for that. Motherfucker,
Dude,
go sit your ass down and fucking
when
work in
it's
a
for your
mechanic.
family, some magical shit can happen, brother.
Another like great film, like done well. Because we have this, we have CGI, we have all that shit now that a lot of films just do to thing. Like the original Jurassic Park, I think great writing, great fucking mechanics with the dinosaurs or whatnot. And then I'm gonna leave it with these last two. My favorite romance film that's a really great film that I think you guys should check out is Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey.
Mhm.
Mm.
Really great film. I suggest you guys go out and watch it. It's phenomenal. A film like that where it's written with like love, where people actually think about it in a different sense, like you're trying to always, cat and mouse it. And possibly one of my favorite movies of all time when it comes to comedy is Super Bad. I
Oh,
could
of
watch
course.
that movie
Yeah.
and I'll
Superbad
fucking
is
cry watching it. You
Hot
understand?
chicken, chicken, yeah.
Like
actually.
watching that film was just crazy. I enjoyed every minute of it
Yeah.
and beyond.
I rebutted to what you were saying about earlier. The like a lot of filmmakers going back to like just doing movies over and over, like Terminator or Fast and the Furious. How do you feel about Jordan Peele remaking Candyman?
So I was looking into that, right? And that was one of the first things because when it comes to horror films, they tend to be ass, right?
Mm,
But I like that he's making it as like a sequel, like a not a direct sequel to that, but like a continuation of
mm.
the Candyman essence or whatever. So
Saga.
yeah. I'm not really like I'm not. I'm bummed because I don't like seeing old movies touched again. You understand? I think Hollywood has a big fucking issue with not just starting new shit. They like to go
Yeah.
back to see what worked and reuse it. Um, that was one way I felt about the Chris Pratt um Jurassic Parks.
Mm.
If Star Wars kind of, I was upset with Star Wars because the very first one with Ridley and what's his name, Finn, and those guys.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It
the
was
new one.
technically, yeah, the first one in the new
Yeah,
batch in
of
the
the
new
new.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was technically Luke's story. You understand? It was the same thing, like almost not shot for shot, but it was still in the same vein. So like, I kind of don't. I feel like a great film is something that is of its own. You understand?
I got a side question. Quick
I don't
side.
know if you guys have seen that movie, Moonlight, but it
I've
was a
not seen
really
it,
great.
but I heard it was really
It's a
good.
really good film. You understand? And just beautifully shot, cinematically, lighting, sound. There's just, if you want to get into that kind of thing, I think that's
Hmm.
what makes a good movie good.
Yeah.
Um, but then there are movies where you just watch and you're like, damn, I didn't expect this. Like I judged it by its cover. You understand? So
So, question to everybody. Do y'all think a good director and decent actors is better than good actors and a decent director? Which would you prefer? A movie that
Feel
has a good director and decent actors, or a movie that has good actors and a decent director?
feel like a good direct. I think a better director would be better because you get to see like their vision. Like the whole thing with Jordan Peele, you never heard of the guy and the girl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Never. To be honest, I never heard of them, and
Hmm.
they did a phenomenal job, and the movie won a shit ton of awards.
Right.
Because he brought his perspective, he directed his vision
Hmm.
to the
absolutely,
movie.
I agree with you there.
He said every he basically said everything that he wanted to say. You know, the message was clear. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
a lot of times when you watch a movie, you shouldn't know the ending before the ending, shows up. You understand? You
Right.
should be able to be like, "Oh shit, I didn't expect that." Like it just crossed my fucking mind. What was it? Shit.
So you saying you
Come to
can't
me,
be
I
too
remember.
predictable? Movies
Like
can't be too predictable.
like I don't know if you guys ever seen the Usual Suspects
No, I've never seen it.
with the guy that plays in fuck it, in the House of Cards. David Spade, not David Spade.
Oh, I
Kevin
think I know.
Spacey.
I
Kevin
know.
Spacey,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
And at the end of that film, he goes through, questioning the guy about what could have happened, blah blah blah. And at the end, you're like, oh shit, it was him. He was the person, da da da. But yeah, on that note, and beyond. So
Like to go what you were saying, like Fight Club. You did not know like that
oh
Brad
yeah,
Pitt was just
uh-huh.
a figment of the other guy's imagination. Like,
Right.
But
so,
they do add like little if you look at like when I
if you
first saw
really,
Fight
if you
Club,
really pay attention
see
to it,
like
you
he pops in, pops out, pops in, pops out.
yeah, there's points where he's not in the movie, and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, but with that being said, boys, another Chris's Fast Five is coming on up. Chris's Fast Five.
We need a soundboard for this.
100%.
Yeah.
Another Chris's
Um,
Fast Five.
this one's this is a long question, but it's
Gotcha.
easy. If I were to summon you via black magic, what 5 items would I need in each corner of the pentagram?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Basically, your 5
100%.
items I would need to
You
like.
gonna need a pillow. You gonna need a controller. 100%. You gonna need some snacks on the. You gonna have a purple bag of Dorito.
Okay.
Definitely gonna have to have a microphone because I am actor, entertainer. And the last
Singer-songwriter.
singer songwriter, and last one, the basketball because I am 6'5", 220-pound guard for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm gonna give you another one. I calculated it because you said 4 and not 5.
Jesus,
he doesn't know basic man.
He did say 5.
I don't know English.
You
No,
said 4, bro.
I definitely did say
No,
5.
I said 5, my friend.
So mine's is a camera, Corona, pussy,
Oh wow!
What?
a copy of Final Fantasy 7,
100.
The
Sealed
a
copy.
slice of pizza.
Okay. Keith?
I would have to say yellow bag of Lay's.
Oh my god.
Xbox controller. My Switch.
Okay.
You have to have some heat, bro. You gotta have like some fire pair of sneakers. It can't be no whack shit.
Okay.
Oh, I already know.
What sneakers? Yeah.
Bread pair of ones. It have to be dead. It have to be dead stock though.
Oh, fire.
Okay.
Never summoned this dude.
A cranberry juice.
Okay.
Yo, bitter.
I gotta make sure I poop in the morning.
My softball glove.
Ooh.
A pair of wolf fangs.
Okay.
A shot of Hennessy with a bullet soaking in it.
Okay.
Do you have to drink the bullet?
No.
Wait, hold up. You got wolf fangs and a shot of Hennessy with a bullet in it?
Yeah.
Man, you just committed suicide. That's how you kill wolves, werewolves.
A silver bullet though.
Silver. But it could be any bullet.
What was that, 3?
3.
Yeah, 3.
I would say the 5 pieces of Exodia.
Oh my god.
And fuck, last one. A hot pocket.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
What kind of hot pocket?
Oh
Got-
yeah,
we got it.
That's a tough one.
that's
'Cause
a
if it's
big
ham
one.
and
Don't tell me to go
If it's ham and
that's
cheese.
disgusting.
It's a
If it's
tough
ham and
one.
cheese, we not friends anymore.
Yo,
That's disgusting.
don't do the
No,
ham
that's-
and cheese.
That's not my
It-
favorite one.
It's the meatball or the pizza one.
It's the son of the police.
Bro,
Yeah,
the chicken
I
with the
think
broccoli is fire too. Calm down.
Yeah, that was definitely fine.
Nah, the nastiest one is ham and cheese.
Yeah, if you eat the
100%.
ham and cheese, you're a psychopath.
That's not the nasty one.
Certified psychopath.
Homie, you eat the yellow bag of
Bro,
Lay's. There's
me
no
alone.
talking about psychopaths. All right.
Leave me alone, my yellow bag of Lay's.
I think the pepperoni pizza one is the one to go. Would have to use that to summon me.
All right, next one. What holiday would you erase?
Valentine's is stupid.
Wait, is that how? That's holiday? Yes.
Yeah,
Is it a national holiday or
any. It could be not no stupid day like National fucking
no, but like
Brother
something
Day.
that
Or, it has to be
something-
signed on the calendar.
Oh, definitely Easter, bro. It's the
what?
nothing.
The
Easter
resurrection of
is
Jesus Christ.
trash.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ.
100%.
That's crazy. You going to hell. You definitely gonna need a
Easter.
pentagram.
And then you wonder why your fish tank be shaking.
His fucking him and his fucking floating Wonder Bread.
It wasn't floating. It fell on the floor, completely on the floor. So,
Hold up. I just thought of something. Your fish tank was shaking and your bread fell off the refrigerator. Bro, you wasn't walking from the fucking room to the refrigerator and everything
No,
just fell?
if you listen to the story that I gave, I completely state I was in the bed. Dude, I was in the bed on my room, so I wasn't walking.
All right, fast five. Continuing. Kev, did you pick one?
What was the question again?
Holiday you could erase. Any holiday.
Columbus Day, because he's a piece of shit.
I like that one. Fast.
I second that one.
Okay.
We don't
next
fuck with
up.
no rat bastards here.
Most relaxing place you've ever been to.
What do
My
you mean?
wife's puss.
Oh my
Yo, this kid.
bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Bro,
This guy's
PG.
This guy's wild. Definitely. I went to camp one time called Camp Kawana, Camp Koala, something like that.
No
Camp.
wonder you sleep a lot.
And we was up in like on this mountain, right? Like halfway up the mountain, and we just camped there, and it was just like the most peaceful, relaxing. All you heard was like chirping and like actual nature. So yeah, that for me.
Nah, in all honesty, my favorite place to be, I think the most relaxing is the beach. Something about the beach, I could go there, sleep, and leave.
What beach? Not
any beach.
Orchard, right?
It really doesn't matter what beach, bro. If there's sand,
Not going in the water, so it's fine.
I never go in the water.
Okay.
Yeah, bugging. Kiev.
The most relaxing place I would have to be when I went with my girlfriend to Central Park, and I got to feed some turtles. I like turtles.
Hey, fire!
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Facts.
I love that video.
I'd probably say in the pool. Any pool.
Where's your mother?
A pool?
Yeah, a pool. If it's a fucking blazing hot day and I'm in a cool pool, I think that shit is mad relaxing.
Not that pool upstaying your aunts, right? That
No,
was below zero.
Nah, it gotta be like over 90 degrees. No wind.
You ever put your butt in the part where the water shoots out?
What?
Anyway, next question.
I put my dick in it. Nah.
What?
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Alright.
Yo, this dude, pro, is sus.
Alright. If you could change your name, what would it be?
Oh man. Okay, I got one. Xavier de la Cruz.
Okay.
Me llamo Xavier, but I gotta be Mexican. That's all. me llamo, me llamo Xavier.
No, Xavier in Spanish is Javier, right?
I'm Javi. Oh,
You Javi, pa.
me llamo Javi, but my friends call me Xavier. 100%.
Anybody else?
I would probably change my name to Pro permanently.
Anybody else? Keith?
Keith, yeah, I would have to go with Keith.
Pat? Don't tell me you're gonna say the beast, please.
Well, I don't know, because I've been called so many things. I'll probably just stick with my name.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy, because you said I can't use the beast, so it's okay.
No, you could use it. It's just
All right, so I use the beast.
He was waiting for his
that-
approval.
was that 4?
That was 4. Yeah, one more.
So all right, going with that same thing, what would be your alias? Like if you had to go incognito undercover somewhere and you didn't want to be spotted, what would be your alias?
That's kind of hard because it's like shit. That sucks. I wouldn't know what to name myself. Probably something like mad random, like Caleb
You look
or
like a
Frankie. I was told I looked like a Frank.
Frank.
Leap.
I look Indian, so I would probably be Mohammed Abdul. So
Fats.
Mohammed Abdul.
I don't know. Probably something. I'll probably take one of y'all names. Fuck it.
Wow.
A mix of all of y'all. Name is Christopher, Darry, Felipe, Keith, Ocasio.
Oh, so you stick with the last name, okay?
Oh
They
yeah,
definitely won't know who you
Oh,
are.
we
definitely
don't know who that guy is.
We don't know who he is.
That's the beast.
I would have to go with Frankenstein.
What?
I got a better name.
As a last name or first?
Both.
I got
No,
it.
I only have one name, Frankenstein.
I got a better one. I got a better one.
Good.
Yeah.
Benjamin Button.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
crazy,
God.
bro. Stop, please.
Oh man, that was amazing. Guys, honestly, 100 sub special. Thank you everybody that has been a part of the journey so far. There's so much more to come. I just want to let everybody know that we thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for 100.
We appreciate every single one of you.
We love you. We love you.
We do this for you, and we're all the way. So the next goal is 1K, ladies and gentlemen, and we can reach that all with your support, all with your continued commenting, liking, subscribing. We appreciate each and every one of you. So, without that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
Baby,
I want you to know, have a great night. Have a great morning. Get going because I know you got this. And ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.